CT setup, but the same can be said for the forZe cap. No utility of their own right, just straight Glocks and pistols. And degster taking that first contact in with that kill, and almazer kicks things off with first blood.
This is just an info play now coming out for the CTs. They've cleared out the apartments. They're now starting to take jewels in from mid, and more T-side players are falling. They've got to try and get this bomb down, but they've got to deal with the jungle control too from degster still.
Taps on Jerry, finding the secondary follow-up here for the forZe side, and SDY still holds himself together. Zorte with 2 more picks back, leaving it all to 2, now to 1. Zorte falling, leaving Jerry out towards CT, dealt with by magixx, and the pistol does go.
Chopper might not know about this.
Being careful about it. Swing on, tap head. Oh, and a second kill, not quite the third. Jerry and almazer combined. He might have been able to deny.
He is one sneaky, sneaky man. All it would have taken was a jump spot or a wide swing from CT. And
AK's come out. They look absolutely glorious with Spirit. Their own money line might be in a bit of a state. Of course, single round loss bonus with a couple of players that did heavy.
Sofix as well, an assistant coach. Even like Patsy got transferred over towards the Spirit side, now leading the Spirit Academy. But degster's always that guy that people keep.
Young ducked down over the default plant position. Molotov's against his name, all the way back at the back lines. He's burning, and eventually will get overwhelmed by almazer's AK. 4 on 4. Even man standing as Chopper just jumps for information, seeing the wallbangs coming his way. He's got to escape dodge because they are bearing down upon him. Needs backup, seeing where KENSI is. KENSI distracted as Mir takes the swing. degster also gets his kill in, looks for his second, couldn't quite land it over a dark as the AWP desperate to fight back, unable to do so. Kills coming in thick. Now the gate for almazer, rounds the corner, could see 2, and that's exactly what he does, but Mir gets 2 frags to return. Looking for the third player out of the apartments. The spray is good for a 3K. Solo hold of the B site in a 3-on-2 situation. Utility evaded by SDY. Player coming in from short control now being seen, and KENSI can find a response. So it's 2-on-2 now. The bomb can go down.
It comes down to the 2 youngsters here now from forZe to try and see if they get this 2v2 together. Now, Spirit have already been able to bring their way out towards the market entrance, and KENSI's just trying to back up his teammate with the crossfire.
Expecting apps to flank in. Both players are watching it. Short's being cleared. KENSI caught looking the wrong way. Tight angle for Chopper. Doesn't get the frag. 7 HP. KENSI solo. It's going to rest on Zorte to hold the defensive, and that's a good headshot in with a spray. And now degster, 1 versus 2 on the clock. Swing back, and Zorte still wins the fight to get his own.
Deal with this crossfire though. There's a player in connector looking to take a fight pretty much straight away. Timing is actually good for Flit as he takes that duel on towards Chopper, but the trade comes back straight away, and now they get further damage. What's happening to the Ds?
They're falling up. Position on the boost spot. Mir trying to look in for Jerry. Completely misses out that opportunity. But he's been caught off by the likes of degster anyway. Kill for him in this round. They've still got 2 players on that B side. The 2-1-2 split as standard. Again, that man trying to regress here is magixx. Doesn't win the fight. Just shoulder shots on Jerry. Tagged a little under 70. He swings in for a second kill. Very ballsy from him. He's making a lot of noise over on that B site as the action comes in towards A. The 2 defenders get cleaned up, and now it's just got to be a safe.
Flit, and they just open it up. SDY and Mir have got to save, and it does feel as if that for this T side from forZe, they could have some beautiful war.
Neither squad able to generate, I think, many rounds in a row. I think we've had a maximum of 2 so far, back to back. Position. And then his flashbangs go over, does not catch him blind. Swing up, almazer goes down. Spray on the second player on the pre-fire. KENSI can find that trade. The scout shot's not connecting as Flit turns it back to a 4 versus 3. forZe don't have the A site.
This has got to be a safe call from Spirit. I don't know how they can go for this. SDY's even being tagged up by the spam. They want to try and see if they can get a bit of a way in from CT, but this is a risk. They're even getting a boost up. To mold over for all the viewers at home, a lot of the events recently that Spirit have played in the last 3 months, they've actually been eliminated by CIS teams. Now, in IM
or pin on Zorte. Here with the first couple of players up here, boosted up, so a decent idea from SDY. At the round against Zorte's head, and repositions back towards dark, so deagle up of Chopper, watching and waiting. Are they ready for him to be so close? And yes, they are. Kill found, 4v4. Last player overwhelmed. Losing a crucial AK this one. Do Spirit even bother with this retake?
Yeah, I can look for a couple of exits. Jerry's going to be able to spot out the player from CT. That's an easy pick onto the... For degster, he's been gasping for it, but he hasn't had it for ages now.
Player up into Sniper's nest. No one's there to contest it. Someone's going to get back there. Now that's degster, instantly dealt with by Flit. Now backstabs can be found. He makes his way in through motor hold. Challenges onto the CT stairs player, Young. For 4 versus 4. One player also at dark. That's Chopper. Training back the man advantage to make. Got Jerry to contend with. M4 moving in. AK spray. Gets the kill. With the smoke on shore. The M4. Is he going to get swung upon? Yes, KENSI will look for it. And that allows the kill to come in. AWP now has to plant.
Oh, he needs help from Jerry, but he's still out for the apartments. He's going to have a massive backstab. Zorte's got a hold with the AWP, and he's got to find these shots off. It doesn't happen. The CTs could just stick the bomb, or can they? They've got to get down, and Jerry's here now from short. They've heard the footsteps. They know exactly where he is. They can get onto the bomb.
Flash forward, flash over. Got to swing on the planter. Got to swing on the diffuser right now. See the bomb's vision. Sprays just forced him off. Still ticking away, reload found, noise being made, Chopper swinging forward, back on the defuse. I believe that's the kit for near. 2 seconds left, Chopper's still going to get that kill. But the pressure.
Utility coming through from window. Is anyone expecting a ladder player here for the T side? Flashing towards window, and Mir still wins the fight.
Well, Almazer was expecting it, he just wasn't going over. We'll start to allow that rifle to peek. Doesn't actually opt to go for it here, still maintaining his presence, and now being seen by KENSI. Frag found, SDY needs back up soon. 20 seconds, needs to win this fight, and indeed he does against the likes of Jerry. So 3v3 with a post plant.
Yeah, not really a lot of util for the T's to work with. Oh, Flit, could he backstab in? Could he get all the way in towards CT? Spirit lining themselves up for the retake. They've got a player in con and 2 out from CT.
Up to go to the mid control where there is a player coming in, AWP v AWP battle, and it's one out by both those respective players, but it's still in play. Nades on to Sandwich. Zorte is tagged. magixx sees his man, gets the headshot inbound, and has an idea, an inkling, and where Flit is. Spray back is very awkward from the T-side player, and the defuse can be caught out as the round is won. The fight is won, and we go 6-all.
Just when degster gets an AWP in his hands, you can see the immediate impact. Great shot to come out.
In this position here, Spirit.
And no one's peeking. That's what the T-side wanted, was just a peek out from CT. Flit's been able to find an angle, and for Spirit,
see it coming, and they opt to fall away for it. Didn't get enough ground, didn't get it in time, and the hunt comes through to try and deal with the players off the back of the exit frags. degster gets 1 kill on KENSI, but almazer finds his trade, and forZe maintain the lead.
It's been very lurky in a lot of these rounds for the T-side.
Damage done again to the T-side line, and Zorte gets his pick in. M4 back of Chopper, desperate to get 2 trades, but only finds the 1-3. forZe maintain themselves, and Jerry with his backstab. Actually, this could be the round-winning play. If SDY has no idea of it, then the kill comes in easy as the bomb goes down, and it's just continuously locked out of sight.
Yeah, this is done. This round is over. Like, this is an easy kill towards CT, and Mir and magixx just have no option but to go for the save.
Gaps for them to walk straight through because of it. Good kill from magixx, at least deals another player to at least limit the funds of the forZe camp, but right now funds are the least of their concern. 8-6, approaching the end of the half, and burst up, damage done to magixx, so heavy in the mid control being known. degster at least can find the response to his initial casualty. All battle down here at the underpass control. Mir still finds the trade from beyond the grave, but still Jerry so far pushed up in the apartments. Someday young thinks he's safe, and he thinks wrong about it. 3-on-2, AWP being seen, tagged up. Flit's just gonna distract the rotation, stop them from making their way all the way into the market position. Oh, Chopper does get an exit to a 2-on-2, however. This could still be workable if they get Flit, especially. Headshot seen for the second frag, and now Jerry's left alone. Or no, they won't. They look away at the wrong moment. Now the planter's got to come down for Jerry.
There's so much time here for Team Spirit to work with, and I think he even got seen out towards CT. He's got to take a fight out towards Connector, tap away, and now it's down to the 1v1.
On for the 3k, 22 HP against the AWP, and the deagle is all that they need, so... 8-7 still wins the half. The Spirit have at least kept pace.
That wasn't easy for either side. I think for Spirit, they'll probably be a little bit disappointed.
Onto the A side.
It's a very heavy A lean to come through from forZe, and they've just got Zorte to try and get some contact out from mid. Almazer's fallen. That's the B side completely open, and Mir gets 2 picks on the entry.
5-on-3, and they're still leaning in towards the A player. They have no idea that B's completely opened up. Rotation's being called in. They'll be called back out of the stairs area. As magixx gets Jerry. KENSI desperate to frag back alongside Flit here. They'll bait them in to get aggressive. Almost caught on the jump face. There, swing back at the USP is not good enough against degster, as it will be pistol round for the Spirit board, and forZe conceding a crucial 8th back to their opposition.
Awkward very quickly, and a fast run out from Mir. Flit has got to get a flash over the top. How many players can he find? None of them.
Didn't even see the low HP player on that walkout. Couldn't get the shot off. Will continue his focus on Palace control, and that slow walk in will allow the AWP of Mir to deal the next kill. 5 on 3. He's got both of his kills so far in this one. Bomb can make his way to site. Chopper's just watching out in case there's a CT swing. AUG grabbing the AWP instead, getting out of dodge. Jerry could still get caught for the motor hole though. Incendiary force magixx away. Well, that's force him forward. It still lets the kill go the way of the CT forces, but they're backing off for the safe call, and eventually that AWP still drops anyway. To act upon it from the apartments, got to move quick. No one is watching it. Trying to bait in the AWP shot. Indeed, they do move up close. Swing back towards bench. Good shot from almazer.
An info play coming out from ramp in terms of a shoulder bait and a wide swing. Doesn't see anything. 3 players up towards A. Zorte's got to be able to connect with this AWP.
1-for-1 trade, 2-for-1 as the spray through the wall comes through. KENSI still holds himself, and Flick gives away his angle. Eventually goes down to the hands of Chopper. So 3 versus 2 situation. Bomb plant will be secured. almazer still swings, gets that 1 frag. Does not deny the bomb plant though, so it's all left to KENSI to try and go for the retake here. He's got 1 kill in this round, needs to get 2 more. Looking back at ramp, checking out dark, seeing nothing also at sandwich. They're both out of the CT stairs. Swing on magixx, wins that fight. No info on SDY, and SDY getting at the trade, keep the round together. For a bit more reserved in this round.
Oh, they're waiting for the over-aggression. Oh, that was degster's chance for the AWP. Still might be able to get another shot in. No. Aggression now being taken up for the CTs. They can go double AWPs, but at the same time, Spirit's now starting to make a lean over towards the apartments.
And 2 kills found. forZe are now looking pretty decent. magixx being seen by almazer. Next, KENSI follows suit on SDY, and Chopper last man standing in a 1 versus 5. He'll only get that 1 pick. Turn away, still pressing to try and recover something. They're all stacking up towards the A play, or through the B play. Looks like it's coming in right now. Smoke down from KENSI, trying to evade position. almazer gets 2 kills for the AK in the back of the side. The AUG swings up, catches 2 more off guard, and just like that, the round falls apart again. Chopper in a 1 versus 5. 1 pick found, no more than that.
Take.
KENSI finds the angle on magixx on to that position. And back at dark is where it will go, and onto the default plant position itself. Perfect flank angle as the AWP gets flashed off. degster overwhelmed by Flick. 4 versus 3. Trade back to evens again. Short control contested by another TT member as Jerry swings back to support him. Get Mir, line up 2 more frags. And get the round. The M4 suppressed by that smoke. Utility inbound, incendiary on for KENSI, trying to force magixx out of the way, and he will be burning alive. But KENSI is the first casualty. Jerry to follow suit with the AK instead out of the short control. almazer back at bench, desperate to get a kill on one of these players on short. Seeing the player also over at the apartments entrance. Can he get wrapped in upon from 2 different angles? Gun barrel seen as Flick sets up the backstab. As long as they can get almazer though, they can get the bomb down, and still he frags. Allows the AWP a chance to hold it down on a 1v3 clutch for Mir now.
If anyone you want in a clutch, it's probably going to be Mir, but this is a difficult situation. Molly out, even gets backstabbed.
magixx again, minimal done. Incendiary's up. He pops out of connector being heard. Jerry loses the fight for it. Player back at CT now. And Zorte firing away. Flip coming in from jungle to support it. Gets Mir. Bomb can cross. AWP can drop him. AK spray. magixx desperate to get a good response in. degster comes up with a deagle. almazer trades it to a 3-on-2. Tap through the AK. Gets it to even one more time. Seeing Zorte and making it. Making their way quickly onto short. almazer is the player standing to try and defend against them. Flashes go over. Zorte rotating with the AWP. 1 player seen. Those 2 frags return back. AWP being dropped. And they just clean house. All 5 kills for forZe. And they were expecting there to be some sort of aggression. Expecting there to be some sort of counter play. But Flick, close to the smoke, sees that one. In connector, gets the opening frag. Some players inches away from the CT forces. The hit's going to come through. magixx being detected. Flick gets that secondary frag. Zorte strikes in with the AWP. degster desperate to hold on. Not going to happen. Jerry.
Yeah, they can, and they can continue to do so on nuke. Split coming in from main. Chopper's got to realize that someone's in that main smoke. Considering he got blocked, Jerry finds that first kill. CTs are everywhere.
They've traded places with the side defensives at least, so they can't get the bomb down from here. With the kill coming in from almazer, taking away the first contacting player on the A retake. Damage done in the 4 versus 3, making it 2 as the P250 strikes. KENSI gets managed to 1, and SDY with the impossible clutch. A 1-on-4 out towards lobby, faced in by KENSI. KENSI gets the kill, and forZe get the round.
And for forZe, they've never really been known for the last, I don't know, year or 2 of being a fantastic nuke team, but
eliminate Spirit at this stage in the tournament. Their first game being invited in, and a second invitee to fall as well. Zorte's found the scout kill on Mir towards outside already, so that's the start that they want to continue on in this follow-up conversion round. Of course, forced by him from the Spirit camps, sees the AKs out, one of which gets a kill to open things up on the A side defense. Jerry.
Bomb not yet planted, waiting for a little bit of a mistake, and at least SDY is hearing the footsteps out from heaven.
Face in the second bomb plant in a row here, Spirit. Wary about taking aggressive faces. degster says to hell with that. Swings on KENSI, gets his kill. Chopper finds Flit. All left for the scout player is zorte with plenty of work to do and knowing that he might be locked out of this round. Better save the head Kevlar, the scout, we at least a rifle to play with in the next one, and even that doesn't even get away alive. Yeah, the one issue that plagued Spirit throughout the course of that entire last map was money. Right now, it seems to be losing heads. It's the second scout headshot we've seen zorte get in the last couple of rounds. And the deagle's left in play for the CT forces, just watching out from the ramp control from the A side. CZ Jerry finds a secondary pick. It's going to be one of those games, something tells me. At least the AK finds a response, so they buy their way back into this, but zorte's getting dangerously close to landing some more brains. As KENSI leans out to get his own headshots in against Magix. Simple kill, swing back on the bomb. Planter gets Chopper on for the 3K. almazer steals it away. And not even... Still have plenty of firepower to work with at this stage. zorte overwhelmed, low damage scout taken out. The AK KENSI also getting overwhelmed by the Tech 9, so there's Spirit getting a 5 versus 3.
They've got options. They can bring that bomb back up from heaven, out towards the lower side, and even magixx has found another kill of the round. They realize the A is completely open. They can just bring that bomb up, and Jerry and Flit have got no option but to gamble stack. They're out towards the lower side. They've got to hold on to their weapons, and for Spirit, this just looks to be an easy second round for them.
Yeah, SDY getting the next rotator of Jerry. Last man of Flit being seen. A 1-on-5 for him, and yeah, he's kind of locked out of this. There's nothing he can really do. Take that fight and lose it still. Second to the ball to Spirit, and once again against it, but suppressed by those smokes. Can they find the gap to work with? I think Jerry might just have one. No, he doesn't. He's still covered off. Still blind sprays through the smokes. 2 kills coming in from degster and magixx. His second through smoke kill as well in this series for magixx.
Yeah, Flit should just get domed from the top main player. Like, as soon as he starts making an info play out from Garage or Secret, he should be seen by Chopper, and there it is. This round is done. There's nothing that the CTs could do from here. What a beautiful take of the outside control, and I don't even really know how they did it, but somehow they got like 2 kills through smoke. I think one of them may have been just on the top of it, and they just continued to just rain damage. Like, almazer has lost all of his teammates, and the only hope that he has is holding onto an M4, and even that might not happen.
To get this round together, I mean, all players on 100 HP here for the Spirit side. Absolutely swamping the force. Camp, and even magixx gets that frag together. 5
is really on point. Bait out the AWP shot early on, see if they can open up that squeaky position, but fast play out towards round. This could be another opening kill for the Twistzz side. Is a little bit of a trade back, so some damage being done on the eco so far.
Hearing information. zorte trying to rotate out the AK at the feet of SDY. Sees 2, only gets 1 frag. That's now 2 rifles that can gain gear. 2 AKs, in fact, now in play, making it Jerry to follow suit. With the rifles now out for the CT forces, it just becomes a whole lot more of a difficult task.
Oh, he even saw the player up on
the utility for what seems to be a fast set piece into the A site. Managed to set up as the first man out of the gate, and yeah, they go very early into this, but they don't read the rafters player. almazer opens things up. The AWP will try to get back to position. All players getting flashed out of angles. SDY taking damage. That nade landing close to him could be able to deal it up with a kill. Actually, Mir falls through the face in, seeing SDY, AUG watching the other side. Then there'll be a face, degster out. Second man also being seen. Chopper gets his trade back. KENSI still makes it a 3K. And a really
great display. Jerry even getting aggressive outside. We haven't seen this kind of play before.
Oh, Flit again, the spray through the smoke on from main. Gang SDY. Smokes down and try to set themselves up towards outside. Jerry is pressed on towards the outside control though. Mir struggling to deal with him, such low HPs. That's a secondary kill, untraded. CT's also at red box. Chopper's gonna have to focus on all sorts of players. He looks on towards the blue box position instead. Molotov will drive that one player away, but he's not gonna stay around and wait for the kill to go his way. KENSI, AK standing by, found by magixx. Simple peek in and pick, and might be access to the B site, but there's so much more for forZe to work with.
They've got to be careful here. They can't really overextend on the city side. They've already got the man advantage. magixx is down low. Trying to see if he can get a bit of a trade back out from Hell's got to be able to land this AWP pick. He gets it, and he doesn't get traded either. The swing doesn't come out. Finally, it does from Jerry.
And that's the bomb being dropped as well. They made their way into the B site without getting bomb. Flit knows degster somewhere out here. When does he make a sound, or does he just hunt for this player? Looking at a dark window opened up, and degster can adjust against it. 2-on-2 now. No pixels given up. degster be the man to act. 10 seconds. Kills going to come in simultaneously. Turn away from Jerry. Gets that one frag. almazer gets the second. And forZe east side. It's just flashes forward into garage. He's going to hear those footsteps at least, so there's information to gain. Wins the fight on the player as Silo turns up for the secondary frag. Doubling up. Can't make it a triple though, but that doesn't matter. Him and his teammates have cleaned house.
Yeah, he's just sitting in the open and somehow is able to find a couple of kills. The adjustment up towards Silo and then back towards T-Red was impeccable. And SDY and Mir have got to try and clutch a 2v4, and even KENSI, first time we've seen him get aggressive out towards ramp. There might be a bit of a window for SDY to start moving out from Squeak, get towards the A side, but in a 1 versus 4, this just doesn't seem like it's going to happen at all. Shouldn't find any more trades, and no, almazer is going to deny any.
The game goes well for Spirit. The late game starts to tip back to the favor of forZe before one team definitively comes out on top towards the end of it. 2-for-1s, 3-for-1s on this trade. The tactic on the rush, not quite as effective as they like to do for the upgrade pistol round. Flit caught them, removing his own silencer. Might just cost them the round still. KENSI all alone, facing from Young, and Young wins it. And Spirit only saving a couple of rifles. Money is still there for certain high rollers, and degster opens up the kill counts. Defeats zorte on outside.
A big kill to find, and there's even a player in garage. Now, forZe have kind of left this position pretty much untamed for the majority of the CT rounds. Flit finds it first, needs to follow up, and he does. He drops that bomb, looking to find the triple, but doesn't happen.
3-on-3, taking a ton of damage, and that allows KENSI in with the frag. Now 2-2 on the Spirit side, making it one good slow face from SDY. Does win a decent fight, but 40 seconds to find 2 more. Grab that bomb that's also in garage. Don't know if you heard almazer or if he's well aware of him in the squeaky door, in the squeaky backline position. He'll check it slowly, and the fight's won by the CT player. So forZe can defend their lead. Warp and M4 at the ready. Warp in particular, ready for the face-up. Taps on, good shot. zorte connects on the bomb carrier, puts that nade to their position to suppress. But it's got to turn back towards them here because they are inbound. Mollying the AWP out of angle. Flit sees 3, does get dealt with by Chopper. Now on the outside. Jerry might swing upon him, missed his window opportunity, so now it was split play. ropz shot doesn't connect. degster gets the kill and now opens up the B site for the take. They've still got KENSI on the ramp entrance to swing back, get a trade back to a 3 versus 3. Eventually finds that kill back in. Trade's not good enough. He makes it 3 kills. And SDY with 7 seconds. Bomb out in the open. An impossible clutch so long as one CT stays alive at least. KENSI will face last man. Jerry holds back at dark, and SDY loses the round. forZe on the front foot, another first kill going their way. You can see the stats of how many times they've converted opening frags into rounds themselves. Gets out of dodge looking at outside, the Molotov. Flashbang turned in from, and they do check it. The kill comes in, but they line up for the AUG. He burns though.
Members, they've got to make a play.
Oh, isolate Chopper here at the observation room. Good kill on almazer. Swing back in the open. Seeing the second. And magixx all alone with the Galil. Smoke back, sees his man spray through. Decontamination player can swing back, and zorte can finish off the job of this round as forZe managed to make it work regardless of the man disadvantage. Both players playing that one to a T, especially almazer for 9 Spirit on the CT. forZe's forced back so passively here. Jump around the corner for Jerry, does not get that first kill. almazer there with a trade, and zorte swinging back on the next CT on the outside control. The USP backing up inside, in towards main. Julie's also out here to try and support it here as the CT's forced forward, and almazer desperately taps on, tries to look for something back here, but the man advantage tips the way at the Spirit side.
Oh, they don't know about magixx though, out towards heaven, and now with the bomb being dropped, it's going to be a really difficult situation to try and bring this round back. They're going to head towards lower. No one's here from the CTs.
Here in the vent dive here, Flit.
Back to upper.
Call back in. I think he does, but KENSI's got a lot more resistance to deal with. Has to deal with that one player, and now Fit's gonna have to cut them off from the vent control. A site's opened up. They're all coming in from the lower bomb site. 3-on-2 for this retake. Pretty simple. KENSI get that plant in, open for main. Flit has seen one. Julie's ready for SDY. And Mir wraps in, sees them both. Headshot landed, Flit all left alone to the clutch. It's not going to happen. 3 kills for Mir. And the defuse being locked in by Spirit. At least the bomb plant comes through for forZe, so they can force the issue into the second of the half.
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy round from forZe. Like, it's a lot of aggression. They try and get out towards hell. They don't really win the trades, and when the bomb just degster, then that will at least be a big difference maker.
AK inbound, Jerry gets that Tech 9 in against degster. Frag found SMG back and forth, 4v3, making it to the rush tactic, working for forZe just like it did for Spirit. Magixx, such low HP, dealt with by Flit and Chopper up in the rafters. At least drops one more, but now being known, that bomb can get planted on B. There could be a backstab set up by that AK. 10 seconds of this defuse, taps it once, no contact, phase double doors, tapped, Jerry gets. AK looking to the back of the A site, very carefully positioned, very carefully considered. Jerry gets that kill, opens it up for the T side, follows with the KENSI, doubles up on Mir as well, and the Mag7 does get 1 frag at least to return, but he's 1 of 2 players remaining, the other one is a pistol. And you can get Jerry as well and open up a chance actually. Okay, AK picked up, 3rd frag, not quite, all left the Chopper, recovering another FAMAS. Back's turned towards the next T-side player to face. He turns back on zorte actually, so that's another good kill. AK once again picked up at the CT4Cs. Spray could line up, but it doesn't connect to almazer.
The auto shotgun from SDY just evading the flames towards top of heart.
Spirit having Mir instead as the...
And not playing anyone towards this lower site, so KENSI will be able to open it up, but they've got to deal with the ramp anchor. They've got to be able to try and bait him through, and at least they find that trade back on a Chopper. Back to a 4v4 now.
But Mir finds his secondary pick to a 4-on-3. Flit on outside and still can't get this low HP member to fall. CT's on rotate back up towards the secret entrance. 3 players. Now all 4 going to join them downstairs from the same angle. The XM will try and get the first contact kill, but they're all going to bunch up. KENSI and Alma's got a lot of work to do, and Magixx and SDY turn it all on zorte. The last player left of 4. No kits as well for them. Incendiaries on dark, does not drive them out of position. No footsteps heard, flashing their way forward. Check the corner, spray lines up for the first, not the second, and degster, surely he's got no time. He's out of there, saving the AK, conceding 13 to forZe again.
That's another clutch. It's another huge clutch. If there was a kid in play, it would have happened, but without it, they just...
M4 sees Jerry, caught blind, back turn. They still have no idea where Mir is. degster can turn that all back in against a secondary frag on almazer. SDY suppressing from Squeaky. Mir's finally overwhelmed. Oh, and when the smoke clears up, Flitz watching outside, inside. SDY is covered off. Scene 1, there's zorte with the kill. He doubles up and Flitz not even necessary. 3-on-2. Orb scene spray back to 1. He gets his kill in the end. And they fight back from the brink again in round 23. Chopper in a 1v3. No kit. There is one dropped in the open on the site. But surely this shouldn't be workable.
Well, that's got to be zorte's biggest moment the entire series. That round right there. Chopper trying to see if he can go in for the retake, but the goods just aren't there. He's got no kit. Incendiary out towards the back of the site on default. We'll try and see if they can spread flare out into the open. KENSI's incredibly low, but he's got to try and isolate the picks, and it just doesn't.
Nades on, smokes out, another rush tactic here from the T side, lines round the gate. XM scene sprayed through. 1 player in the back corner. Out here.
We're starting to see a little bit of movement coming through from Mir, but it's a bit of a position that almazer is even holding the lobby crunch, and he's been able to catch him off.
Frag found from us in for Chopper, does catch Flit off guard. 2 more to find out. A mini, there's zorte taking the face on degster, and Jerry finds Magixx, all to Chopper. FAMAS tagged heavy to save Spirit in this one. He'll look to the back corner, catch off the headshot of the 1 man. That's 1 for free, but needs to go for 2 more. Nades on, damage done. Swing of zorte, gets it 60.